Hi, are you there? I'm well. I took a bit more space today. I decided to expand my space, and I think, and I'm not sure it was. I'm not sure it was the best. Oh, what happens here? I don't know. Facebook is showing me something. It's not the moment to show me something. I hope you are there, and I don't know. It's just the window popping up. And of course, and this is why I think I'm not sure it was a good idea to expand and take a place, a bigger space, because now Greta will be with us, probably. We'll see. Okay? Don't meow. Don't steal the spotlight. It's my my moment here with the Monty. Anyway, I hope you are there and you can enjoy Greta's presence also. She's cute. I'm not sure she likes to be here. Anyway, and let's go with our Monty today. Today, I honestly, I wanted to show you. I have another guest, but I think Greta is jealous. So my guest for today, I hope that the light, okay, this light should be good. So this is a spirit of waters. We enter Pisces sign. Okay. Oh, the light. The light is not the best. Anyway, I will post maybe a picture of her in the comments. She's a water spirit. The water spirit associated with Pisces. Okay. And ciao, Justin. Thank you. So I see that it works. Thank you so much for giving me a feedback. So at least I see that it works, despite Facebook windows popping up and opening when I'm already speaking. So she is a spirit of waters associated with this sign, with Pisces. And I thought that, well, the sun is there in this period, in this month, for 1 month, and also today the moon is in Cancer. That is another water sign. Yes, thank you, Greta. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, you want to go? Okay, go. She's never happy. She's a cat. She wants to stay here, there, and maybe okay, maybe close to me. Okay. So I want to speak about waters. In ancient time, water, the water element, and the waters in general terms were associated with emotions and the mood, and the spirits of the waters. Well, they were considered charming, fascinating, but also dangerous, because the waters sometimes they look so nice, but there is some stream deeply bringing you away. Bye. So it's true also that in our body the emotions are carried, are represented, are connected, I don't know how to say, to molecules, neurotransmitters, and they travel through fluids. So there is something true in this story. It's not just an ancient tradition, but it's true that the water is life. Emotions are life. Actually, the term emotion means move. Okay, if you don't have motivations, you don't move. So emotions are really important because they give us something to live for or to move for. Imagine a world without emotions, just I don't know what. Okay, but it's also true that if you thank you, Don. It's working good. That's good. Otherwise, I will speak for nobody. Thank you so much for the feedback. So the point is, emotions are tricky, like the spirits of the waters. Okay, spirits of the waters, they connect our conscious and subconscious sides. Uh, well, we need to master this. We need to become the masters of our subconscious. Otherwise, it's like the emotions, If I keep, for example, I'm not doing this for real because otherwise my computer would complain. But if I just keep pouring tea in my teacup, well, at a certain point, you would see a flood of tea all around, right? So it's really also if I don't have a cup, but I just pour the tea without the cup, it would be a mess, right? So emotions, they need a container. In our body, the body part connected to emotion is the soft part, our belly, our organs, resting in the pelvis, but the pelvis is the perfect container. It's made of its bones, right? And the bones are connected with earth, the element earth. So in some way, also in our body, we can find that, well, the fluids, they need to be contained. There is something containing the fluids. Our brain is floating, but there is something containing the liquid, right? And also our blood, it's contained. All the systems are really beautifully interconnected, but the liquids, they usually are contained. Otherwise, it would be an issue in our body. Okay, there are moments in which we can release the liquids, of course, but until that moment they are contained. Also our tears. Sometimes we need to express our sorry. Between my hair and Greta's fur, it's like I'm eating, I'm drinking something, something different than tea. Our emotions, they need to be released. For example, when we cry. But if you cry and just keep crying for days, maybe this is not so good. Okay? Sometimes we have to contain. Contain doesn't mean prevent our emotions to express. It doesn't mean that we have to fight against our emotions. It means that we need to create a safe space, a safe container before to express our emotions or in order to express our emotions. And this will make everything much better. The container, most of the kids, usually the first container is really our awareness, our presence. Our emotions are not just sadness, or emotions are anger, it can be also joy, happiness. There are so many emotions. Usually, we need to deal with those emotions, which can cause some troubles. Of course, it's very rare hearing someone saying, "Oh, I have to deal with my joy because I'm too happy and I am in trouble when I express my happiness." It's less. It's rare, right? So what we can do in order to deal with our emotions? Element water, as I told you, it's a bit unpredictable, but when you have a container, everything becomes easier. For example, for instance, I say, in the Middle Age, in the ancient times, in very ancient time, the wizards, the wise people, man, women, medicine, man, women, or wizards, or witches, or they used to say that, also esotericists. Anyway, they used to say that if you want to deal with the spirits of the water, you have to be very stable emotionally. They knew everything. But what we can do to become more stable emotionally, what I always notice is that the more you are in touch with your body, the more you are able to detect the changes in your body, in your sensations, the way you sense, and the more this is helpful in order to detect the emotions and deal with that. It's true that the more we know ourselves, the more we are in touch with ourselves, and the easier become to deal with our emotions, because we can understand what is this, what is that, why, what happened. And in this way, we already create a safe container when we recognize. And then what we can do in order to give an even better container, we can play a bit and imagine that, that water state change the shape according to the shape of the container, right? So once you acknowledge the emotion, then you can do something to turn it into something else. But before, the first step is to acknowledge that emotion. You can't turn anything if you don't know what you have, right? So the first step is a bit of work of self-knowledge, self-awareness, to understand how you react. How do you react usually in this or that situation? And once you understood how you usually react, then this step it's about self-awareness, self-knowledge, right? It's about presence. You are there. It's not something overwhelming you. Yeah, sometimes emotions are a bit overwhelming, but if you train yourself to recognize what is going on, then once you understand that, okay, this tea is a bit too strong, I can dilute it with a bit of hot water. So you can start, once you have recognized, acknowledge what you have, you can, for example, start thinking, okay, what could be the opposite of this emotion? Sometimes the opposite is really too much, because if you are experiencing something really uncomfortable, maybe because of I don't know, a loss, something really strong. It's not, oh yeah, let's turn it into happiness. It's nonsense, right? You have to acknowledge what you are going through, but maybe you can go into your library of emotions and reconnect with, okay, let's see, maybe serenity, maybe more calm. I am acknowledging that I am sad. I am acknowledging I'm so angry, and I can't turn it into happiness. But there is something I can go toward, that serenity maybe, that will help me see the things going on in a different way, right? And we have a library of emotions. We have just to become more aware of that. So, I mean, a library or a bookshelf, if you prefer, but they're really like a place in which we have different emotions to refer to. So, maybe the heart. But what I usually suggest to my clients is, when you experience something that makes you feel happy, grateful, or just serene, calm, then acknowledge that moment. And really imagine that you can focus on this emotion in that moment and expand a little bit. Record how you do feel really, and then with a nice label, maybe it's happiness, maybe it's serenity, you put you up in the most aware way you can. You put that feeling, that emotion in your library, okay? So that when you are so angry, or maybe you are a bit sad, you can just take your time, take some breaths and say, okay, now I am acknowledging that word, right? That word that now I can, maybe it's better I drink a bit. Now I am acknowledging, okay, with tea is better, this emotion and how I can deal with this. Maybe just diluting this with a bit of serenity. I can just recall a moment in which I was grateful for something. Even in this moment in which I'm so angry or disappointed or sad, I can find something that makes me feel more serene or more calm or even more grateful for something else. So sometimes you can't just tell your emotion, go away, I don't want to hear about you anymore. It doesn't work like this. No. And also with the spirits of the waters, they are beautiful. They are a bit tricky, but they can help us to navigate our inner waters. So it's just because I love to paint fairies and this and that, and this is my artistic side. I love to connect with the soul of the beauty surrounding us. And this is one of my secrets to deal with my emotions, because I'm always very, very connected to the beauty of nature and of whatever is around me. And this is also helpful. That doesn't mean everything is beautiful, everything is perfect. It's not positive thinking. No, because we have always to acknowledge where we are, what we have, and then we can work to turn this for the better. Okay, so let's play a bit with these waters in these days, and let's do our best as usual. Okay, I wish you a wonderful day, evening, whatever day, mostly I think. But you could see this video sometime tomorrow, and so I wish you to have a wonderful day and to connect more successfully with your emotions, and I hope this video helped a bit. Bye bye. See you next time.